this out. Let's finish this out. All right, and I'll just wait for people to build in, but I want to make sure that we get it closed out. So I was able to save the first one. We're going to call the first one part 1, and then this will be part 2 of the reading. All right, so we're going to just, I didn't move any of the cards that were here. The last question we asked about was Tamar Braxton. And basically, you know, that was the last question. So, of course, with Tamar's cards here, that's the 7 of Wands. And that could just, you know, again, represent her feeling overwhelmed, some conflict, you know, indecision, anxiety, all of that stuff. I know a lot of people were trying to say Tamar probably did this for clout. I'm like, she probably brought Chrisean on because she thought it was going to be a great idea, you know, of course. You know, and all of that. So I wouldn't, you know, I can't sit down and say, yeah, I mean, when you see that 7 of Pentacles there, you know, yeah, I mean, she brought, you know, Chrisean on because, like, we Baltimore girls, look at that 7 of Pentacles is like, you know what? She wanted her to come there. She wanted her to be there. This is what this represents, too. Also, that represents attention, you know, get more people coming, you know, coming, taking a look, this, that, and the third. So I can see, you know, I don't feel like she set the incident up to have an attention, you know, like, but I can see where she brought her on because she wanted her to come. They cool. They both from Baltimore, da-da-da-da-da. But I don't feel Tamar brought Chrisean there to set her up so she can get clicks and views for her concert. She's been running that concert for the last couple of weeks now, right? So I know a lot of people be saying stuff online. Did she bring her there because she thought it was a great idea? Yep. That she cool with her? Yep. That she thought they were going to have some attention? Yep. But did she bring her there to, you know, because she, you know, she wanted her to get into a fight to make her show bigger? I mean, why would somebody having, you know, want that type of energy at their actual show where they're supposed to be a songstress, right? You're not over there. This is not baddies, right? So that Knight of Pentacles, I don't, you know, I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. When you look at that Knight of Pentacles, I could believe, like, too, and this is not to make an excuse, but I could believe too at some point, you know, Chrisean was feeling some type of way about how she was being handled. When you see that Knight of Cups too, that Knight of Cups could represent how the male person was handling her or somebody was handling her. The energy, the way they were speaking, the way they were coming across. Once again, I want to repeat this. I am not victim shaming or anything like that. We are doing a well-rounded conversation, right? You know, we always want to believe the person is just standing there innocent and just get into a situation. A lot of time there's a back and forth between the two before something happens. But there's definitely something here in the messages that represent that she did feel some kind of way, right? Now, they were saying she was drunk and she was smoking and she smelled like weed and she was all over the place and this, that, and the other. You can see she was having a good time and all of that. All right, so let me look in here. Y'all have any comments? Let me hold on. Oh, I can hear myself good. Okay. I want to close this out. Let's see. Trouble seems to follow Tamar. Yeah, so glad you're back. Yes, I'm glad I'm back too. Actually, when I came out of it, it gave me the option to restart it, but I was like, you know what? It had so many glitches. I just decided to end it and just come back with a part 2. That's not going to kill me. All right, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, all of that, stuff like that. Full card energy, again, I feel like it was something that was spontaneous. I don't feel like it was a, like, date. Because I heard Chrisean using the word, like, I felt like she said something like set up. And then she said something else like some wicked stuff was happening. I don't feel like they came and brought her there to do something wicked to her, right? That it just feels like something something just escalated. So, last but not least, this reading won't be long. Will Chrisean Rock, will she face any legal? Was Chrisean drunk? We can clearly see she had been in partaking in some fun. She has the 4 of Swords. Was she drinking, Spirit? That 4 of Swords could represent, they could try to, that 4 of Swords could represent, and I'm going to pull some of these back and do it again. It definitely shows she was having a good time, and it definitely shows she had a drink in her hand, right? And it definitely shows that she could have had some stuff that kind of, you know, like I said, but I'm gonna pull these back up. So let's just do the outcome. Because it definitely shows, like, that drink in her hand. It definitely shows she was, you know, she was out having fun with her friends. Give me the energy around, will she get into legal trouble? Give me the energy around Chrisean Rock. Did James say or do something disrespectful? In his Knight of Cups, that's what I was saying. It almost shows like somebody was talking to her a certain way. Their energy, how they were, they're talking. Again, I don't want to put like he deserved to get popped in the mouth, right? It does show something like that. Give me the energy around, what's his name? James, right? And it definitely shows some energy here that would make you believe that, she was being handled in a way she felt almost like pushed aside. That Hierophant could represent somebody who felt like somebody was stepping out of line with them, right? Even in that world card, that could represent like, trying to downplay me, just like the man took to social media. Who is Chrisean? Didn't know her name. Who is she? I didn't even know she sang. Who she's supposed to be. Just imagine if he was doing that online. What was he doing in person, right? People think they could just talk to people any kind of way. And I'm talking about the other guy, right? So just imagine, right, how people just come across. Suing could be here. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who could actually get into legal trouble, right? And also that's, the Queen of Pentacles could also be somebody who those legal problems come her way. That's what that represents. So money, and that could represent legal problems, and that can represent somebody that she is the one who's pointed out as the person who did this act, right? That's what it talks about. And that world card is here too. I think like I do feel like somebody may have footage, so you may see more about it, right? But again, we can ask if they have real coverage of the fight. Why do we have to have, like, if somebody popped you, do they have to have a camera coverage to say that it happened? I'm just asking a question. So if you and somebody got into it, do you need camera coverage to say somebody put their hands on you? You and your boyfriend get into it at the house. Nobody's filming. You report him. Do you need should the police say, where's the camera coverage? Right? I know you're at an event. They have different camera angles and stuff like that. I just want us to get out of, we need it on camera to believe it. If a victim goes to a station and says, somebody assaulted me, it needs to be investigated regardless of the degree of it or if it's true or not. It still needs to be investigated. We got to get out of the idea that if it's not on camera, that it didn't happen. Like, I don't, like, we're in the culture now, like, if it's not on camera, then it didn't happen. But if I say you hit me, and then there's another person that says you hit me. So what if James Wright comes out, Tamar comes out, and then this man who was already, upset about it. So what if 3 people say she did it? Would y'all gonna still say y'all need camera coverage? What if somebody went to the hospital? Like, I'm just saying, we got to get out of that. Before cameras became a thing and people started recording, you didn't have no proof to say somebody popped you up in your head unless you were in a store or somewhere or you had a camera on your house. So we got to get out of that idea that it needs to be on camera for it to be believed. I don't get this idea that we be putting around here, right? Will they have some sort of proof that this happened? Will they be able to, will a report be taken? Like, I don't understand that idea. Give me the energy around that. Will a report be taken? Do they have any more footage of it? And then maybe somebody does have, somebody may have it. Somebody saw it, right? That 7 of Cups is somebody who saw something. So don't be surprised. Just like this camera came out with her. People are filming all the time. Even at Page of Wands, somebody else could come out with some news. These 2 represent news, right? That's just like they, Cardi B was saying that Offset and Quavo didn't have a fight, but somebody caught it enough through TMZ to say that an altercation did happen. Remember, they were trying to downplay because they didn't think they had camera coverage. Even in that 7 of Wands, that represents somebody could have caught the conflict. So don't be surprised if you happen to see something that does come out that shows some conflict. But I just want us to get out of the idea that, you know, just because it's not directly on camera doesn't mean it didn't happen. Like, there's a lot of people that are in victim situations that don't have a camera to prove that something happened to them. So I just need us to get out of that, because now this is my thing too. What if this man was really hurt? We keep trying to go with this whole thing, but what if this man, I have not heard somebody say, you know, I hope that this really didn't happen. I'm sorry if this happened. I hope he's okay. Like, we don't have no compassion for if something happens to somebody for real, right? It's like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, like there's none. There's no compassion for if what if something really did happen to this guy? He really did get hit. Then what's next? So did he ask for it? I guess. I mean, I don't know. If a woman had been punched in the face by a man, we would be outraged right now. We would be outraged. We already talked about why he hasn't spoken out. That's on part 1. Okay. So, will Chrisean face legal action? She had the 5 of Swords earlier. That represents dealing with some difficulty. She has the 9 of Swords too. That's another card of dealing with some difficulty. 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. And even if, like, for example, I would say this. I definitely feel with that Page of Cups energy, that could be something that could come her way. Even with that 6 of Wands, that could be something to come her way. Actually, all of these cards represent something to transpire soon. This could be in a way of a lawsuit, right? This could be in a way of getting in trouble for it. This is what this talks about. So I definitely see that they could potentially have some consequences to her, right? This is what this talks about. You know, because that 9 of Swords is technically one of the cards of imprisonment, right? For somebody. And then, of course, so I could see, you know, when I was watching her on her live stream, I could see she was, you know, she was stuttering. I could see she was worried. I could see she was trying to downplay it. I could see how, you know, you could see she was, you know, I just felt like the way when she was responding to it, she never said, I didn't punch the man. She just kind of skated all around it and just was like, you know, she kind of said it didn't happen, but she never directly, she kind of said nothing happened between me and Tamar, but she never said nothing happened between me and James Wright. She was clear that nothing happened with her and Tamar, and it wasn't about her and Tamar. Then she said it was somebody who she felt she was set up. Then she said it was a wicked. So something happened with Chrisean, all right? So when she was on that live stream, I just, you know, when she was on that live stream, I'm going to be honest with you. I felt like she wasn't telling the truth, you know? But the truth in the High Priestess, it shows, will be revealed, right? The truth will be revealed. So, revealed through Tamar, revealed by this man, revealed with an incident report, revealed with the doctor's report, is going to be revealed whether you like it or not. So, at the end of the day, people just need to get ready for whatever that news is, you know. My, you know, thing, I want Chrisean to get to a place, you know, you're not on baddies, you know. You can't go around socking people. And, you know, even though, listen, we have all had people in our face. You know, we've all had people poking us, but we can't put our hands on people, right? So this is part 2 of the reading on Chrisean. I definitely feel some consequences could come her way. All right. And I do feel like they could have been kind of like treating her a certain way, you know, but also too, she does show in her energy she had been drinking, right? And then sometimes that heightens your sensitivity, right? But I know with Vicky, she downplayed that situation and said she didn't have something with her. She really did. You know, Chrisean has a violence, you know, she has a situation where didn't another girl just sue her for hitting her? I think she was standing at a red carpet event and somebody's suing her for punching them right in the face. That's another lady. So I don't know what to tell you. Shit. Y'all can sit here and keep acting like nothing's wrong. I mean, hey. Let me see. You said James Wright did say that he almost read Patti LaBelle. I agree that he may have rubbed her the wrong way, but violence is never the answer. Yeah. Like you could, and even a video of as we were taking that quick little break because my Wi-Fi, my device went down. My device was overheating. That's what happened. Um, even like I said, I just hope that they could work it all out and resolve it and all that stuff. But there are consequences to it. There's consequences to it. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but there are consequences to it. So this is part two. She didn't want to speak about it. Her sister jumped either. Jason wanted to talk about the obsession with her baby daddy. Chrisean is going to mess around and lose custody of her son. She's very easily provoked. Has a lot to do with her age and maturity. Yeah. Yep. She's unable to keep her composure. And when you got, and one thing I do believe is that she was asked to come there. If you watch the footage, she was asked to come there. Even in the dressing room at one point, Tamar almost signaled to her to come to the stage. Tamar says on the stage, this, I hate to bring this in the middle of love and war, but this is my baby, So she brought out there, why did she have a mic, if she wasn't supposed to be out there? So I think like the way that things went, and need to be clarity and communication. So, and also too, like when you bring people to your shows, like make sure that the people that are, make sure your guests are being good, and make sure your people that are working for you are being good. The video that I did see of her by the people, they looked like they were shooing her away, right? Like she was talking to them, but maybe, Chrisean thought she was in a club and she was going to talk to the DJ about the music. I don't know. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like she was going to talk to the DJ about the music, but she went to the backup dance singers. All right. So this is going to be part two. Before we get off of here, is there anybody else y'all want to talk about tonight? I have some time. We can come back and do her ex-stylist. But he looked like he was singing. He looked like he was singing, child. I mean, he looked like he was on the mic. Because it was a lady who was shoo-shooing her. He was in the middle. So what's up, Buttercup the baddie? What's up, babe? Her sister volunteered though. People at Chrisean for no good reason. Her sister volunteered. People are at Chrisean for no good reason. Why are people at Chrisean for no good reason? So, okay, so if Chrisean really put her paws on somebody, what are we going to say then? Right? What are we going to say then? What are we going to say then? We have to, if you love Chrisean, you have to be able to do the good with the bad. Just like you have a best friend. If you have a best friend that's doing great, congrats. If you have a best friend that's fucking up, you're fucking up. We gotta, like, we can't, like, that's just like when these men be out here in the streets killing and robbing people and their mama get online. My baby ain't do it. He's a good boy. I mean, what the hell are we talking about here? If somebody is doing something, if y'all love people, y'all can't just ride to you blind. Y'all can't just ride to you blind. You got to be able to say, I love her, but you're fucking up. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? You got to, like, we can't just be sitting here just acting like Chrisean ain't punched the lady in her face on the red carpet. We saw that. Right? Chrisean said she didn't have an incident with Will Vicky, but she had the incident with Will Vicky. Come on. We can't keep justifying it. Oh, you responded to another comment? Sorry. Apologize. All right, I'm about to say, girl, what we talking about here, child? This is Blue Nola Lane, child. You know, we ain't going over it. It is what it is. I don't know, her fans are, what? Delusional. Oh, okay. I think her fans love her. They want to see her win. But you got to have balance with that stuff, right? Because then that makes me concerned about how you doing, what you doing. Because you got to have balance with your perspective, right? You got to have balance. Remember when Meg Thee Stallion had the interview with what the lady name is, and she said she didn't have sex with Tory? First thing I said is she alive. First thing, as much as I was supporting that whole thing, the first thing I said, she lying. She lying through her teeth. Period. I said that. I said that. right? As much as I supported her through the whole Tory Lane situation, when she had that interview with Gayle King, I said she a damn lie. She a damn lie. So we gotta make sure we hold people accountable, right? We gotta, as much as we want to support them, we can't just sit down and say, well, she hit in her face. He hit her face. Well, did he ask for it? She choked him. Well, what did he do? Well, she slapped him. Well, I mean, he looked like he looked at her sideways. I mean, like, we can't just make excuses. Like, for real. Like, for real. And then y'all, like, I mean, somebody saying they was reporting on people's page, right? You was about to say Diane Sawyer. Chill, you going all the way back, huh? Diane damn Sawyer. All right, so y'all want to do Nelly and Ashanti for what? We already did a full reading saying they're going to try to go the distance. We already talked about how they could have a baby together. That's all I'm reading. We talked about how he's the king of cups. Oh, he's the emperor. I think I said he was the emperor. We already got a full reading on them going the distance. I don't know what we revisited them for. I don't understand it. Like, what are we reading on Nelly and Ashanti for? I'm just asking because we're about to shut this one down. There's one big observation because it was important, but she wanted it to be overlooked just like Chrisean. Yep. Kiki and her baby daddy. We already did Kiki and her baby daddy. It's on the channel. It's the reading before you see this one. It's in the live part. You already talked about everything with that this week. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Common and Jennifer Hudson. I actually have a thumbnail for them. I actually have an already prepared thumbnail for Common and Jennifer Hudson. All right. How did I miss the video? I don't know. All right, y'all. So, I guess we could try to come back and do Common and Jennifer Hudson. I don't know. Anybody else have somebody y'all want to talk about? We have a complete video on Ashanti to seek it. Girl, I would not put a thumbnail together for that thing. What? Girl, like, she literally got people saying she was molesting them. And they still support her and let her be on a show. And it's not one person, two people, three people, like 3 and 4 people that confirmed this. Coco Jones, Tony and Birdman, laugh out loud. We got a reading on them already. But this has been a while ago. But that reading still stands. Really, that reading still stands. All right, so Tasiki and her essay allegations. I would not put one thumbnail together to talk about nobody molesting children. That will never happen. I thought about it, and that will never happen, ever. I know they are not in the news, but Tyler LaPlay and Miracle Watts. All right. Can we do a reading on Cardi B to see if she releases a second album? Girl, Cardi B been trying to release a second album since Jesus was a baby, huh? I guess that just flew out the window. Ari and her baby daddy, Herbo and Tahina. Summer and Lil Meech spun the block. I think we talked about it in the last reading. They were going to break up and then come back together. If you go back to that reading, I think I said that. Exactly. Lori, what passed around, but Common is a not. Shit. Hey, they all are passed around. Big Meech. Okay. All right. Y'all be wanting people. If you go, like, if the readings I do on people, they be full-fledged readings. Lauryn Hill, she explained why she was always late to her concerts. Because she has a mental health problem, baby. She has a mental health problem. It's almost like somebody who can only take so much. Like a person who's overwhelmed by people and energy. A person who, she's got to actually put herself together. It's almost like a person that's got to pull themselves together and drag themselves to the stage. She's got a mental health problem. Has Cardi B dismissed the civil case against Tasha K? I hope she shows up for Detroit. Okay. All right. I think we have a thumbnail on Common and what's that girl's name? Actually, I'll come back tomorrow. Did Jennifer Hudson, did we do Jennifer and the young dude? Who is Jennifer and the young dude? What are we talking about? I think we're going to come back tomorrow and do Jennifer Hudson. I'll leave it for today since there's going to be 2 videos y'all need to go through. So tomorrow is Sunday. I'll come back. Jennifer Williams. Gotcha. Okay, I'm going to say what? I'll come back tomorrow, but a little earlier. It'll probably be closer to it'll be a little earlier. But if we do a reading, it'll be tomorrow because y'all got 2 of them y'all need to go through. All right? Peace and blessings. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. Don't forget you can book your appointment at BlueNolaTarot.com. BlueNolaTarot.com. I'm out. All right. And sorry about the first shutdown. I definitely have it listed as part 1. And then this one will be part 2. You say, will Nelly and Ashanti get married? I feel like they got a good chance for it today. I'm telling you, I said it on the full. Go back to the full reading and see it. Go back to the full reading. All right? Y'all, good night. I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm a little aggravated since that live went down. But, you know, I don't want people to have a 30-minute read and then another 30-minute reading over here. So good night, and I'll see y'all on the next live stream. I'm about to watch it. Part 1 is already up. Part 2 is up. And we just hope, listen, this is the goal. Like, I could see where in the cards, I could see Chrisean getting into something. But I could also see where with that 4 of Pentacles, I could see where they could try to, you know, try to see how they could figure it out. But, you know, hey, it's going to be up to that guy, James shit, right? Chanel. It's going to be up to him. Because at the end of the day, he's got to be the one to deal with it. But good night. Take care. Bye-bye.